On the
on our
what?
bloopers right now.
And stream. Go live. Now I see it. There we go. There we go, Jack. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Juan Romero, Moises Linares. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
Aquí tranquilo, midweek, mitad de semana ya.
Hey man, what a
Así.
season, bro. What a season for the Washington Commanders. I don't even want to you're forcing me to do this live. I really don't want to be here, but part of the job.
Hey,
I guess I have to
hey,
be here. I'm just here not to get fined. Like
this is an emergency. This is an emergency. Yo quiero que pases la voz.
emergency meeting.
Anybody who wants Jaden Daniels to not play anymore, I want them to tell us why. I
It's
want them to
easy.
tell us why, dude. Are you in that camp? First of all, are you in the camp that he shouldn't play?
Yeah, I'm in the camp that
Oh
you gotta
my
shut him down.
God.
Shut him down.
Why? Why?
Because man, it's there's high risk, no reward.
High risk, no reward. Is what do you mean there's no reward? There's him getting experience. Have you seen the Jaden Daniels of 2024 yet this season?
I haven't
Any
seen the
game?
Washington Commanders of 2024. That's unfair to
Okay.
say. You're talking about one player. It's a team game. The team
Okay.
hasn't the team
It's
hasn't
it
played all year.
okay, so then what's it gonna take for him to get experience? What's it gonna take for him to get reps? Is it the same reps of him in practice as in the game?
You need a healthy team in order for him to have the experience we want him to have. If you can't protect them, if you don't have the weapons, which he
This
hasn't
is
had
this is
all
this is the
season.
this is the O line they designed. This is the O line they
Yeah,
wanted.
and it hasn't been the
This
O
is these are
line we
the receiver.
expected.
These are the receivers they wanted. Now
This
they're
is the
not
O
gonna have.
line they designed, but not the one that people expected. They haven't performed well, then, and I
Oh,
know that it has a lot
it's
to
one
do
of
with
the top
injuries.
offensive lines. What are you talking about? Their offensive line hasn't been the problem this season.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're absolutely right. I take that back. The offensive line hasn't been the problem, but the weapons haven't been there, right? There
Right.
hasn't been wide receivers to throw to most of the season. Terry just came back, still getting his feet under him. I think that it's not a good year. It hasn't finished. It's not finishing the way we thought it was, and Jaden Daniels being injured 3-4 times in the season. I think that's a sign that perhaps you
Okay, hold
sit
on.
your best
Hold on.
guy down and
Hold on.
rethink
Hold
this
on.
moving forward.
Hold on. Do you think Jay Daniels got injured this last game? Yes or no?
No, I don't think he got injured, but I
He
think
didn't
he
get injured.
aggravated.
He aggravated. He hit somewhere that's sensitive,
Yes, I'm sure.
and he got checked out in the blue tent and whatever, and the coach said it was coach's decision to not put him back just because the game was already out of control. The reasons that you're saying, right? The season is going that way. The offense wasn't in sync. Minnesota was throwing everything at them with the kitchen sink with the blitzes. Not today, kid. That's what he told him basically.
JP
Okay.
Finley says, "¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué pasa, Calabaza?" We're over here talking Commanders, bro. You should be a part of this conversation, but
There's no way. There's
I have to
no
book an
way.
appointment with your agent.
There's no way that he shouldn't be playing this week. No way. If
There's
he's
no way
healthy.
that he shouldn't be playing. You
If
want him to play. You want him to
yeah,
play. You want
he
to
needs to
risk
play.
based on the fact that you believe that the experience is worthwhile. Like he should play because he needs the experience. Let him.
Is Jackson Dart playing on Sunday? Or
Yeah, I
you want to
believe
sit
so.
him down? You want to sit him down to get
I
ready
don't
for
care
next
about the
season?
sorry ass Giants, bro. You
But
over here trying
that's
to
the
compare the Giants
situation
to the
that we're talking
Commanders.
about. That's the situation that we're talking about. Is Joe Burrow going to sit out this week because they're eliminated from playoff
No,
contention?
he's not. He's been very clear that he doesn't believe that any player in the NFL is going to say, "I don't want to play because I don't want to risk injury." But
Right.
sometimes it's not up to the player. Sometimes it's up to the coaching staff. Is it the best decision to play him? Right. That's the answer. That's the question nobody's been able to answer. Can you
Look.
answer that question? Is it the best decision based on what? On experience that you're gonna get manheld? There's a big possibility this losing streak continues.
Okay, that's fine. Right now the results don't matter. They need a win, right? Obviously, you want them to win. but I need to see that this this brotherhood, that this offense, that this defense are going in the right direction at least. We're not saying that it's going to carry the same momentum on to next season, right? But you need to at least see something from this offense that right now is as close to as what you wanted in the beginning of the season that you're going to get. Obviously, you don't have Ertz anymore, but
Another guy who's
you know,
gone.
right, right. I mean, if you are scared to play Jaden Daniels right now, as an organization, as a team, as a fan, then that means that you are scared that he can't protect himself, that he can't stay healthy. You know what that means is that we drafted the wrong guy then. If you're always
Nah,
going to be scared if he's going
you're
to be hurt or
you're
not,
taking it too
if you're
far.
if,
You've
no,
taken it
because
too
if
far.
you're
You've taken it
scared, if
too
you're
far.
scared that he's going to get hurt,
You
if
went
you're scared,
you went from one extreme to the other extreme
no,
of like drafting the wrong guy.
I'm saying we drafted the right guy because I want him to
This
play.
season has been unusual. It has been strange. Have you ever seen so many injuries in one season? Season-ending injuries. Have you ever seen that for the Commanders in the past? I've seen seasons with a lot of injuries, but have you ever seen what we're experiencing right now? Ever?
I mean, off the top of my head, obviously there's probably been seasons like this. There were a couple of seasons with Jay Gruden where he had a lot of injuries, right?
Not like this.
Obviously.
Not like
Okay,
this. We're
but
talking
he's
about
healthy. He's
season-ending
healthy.
injuries. Is he
He's
healthy?
healthy right now.
Is he healthy, or is he like 70, 80%?
His
Because if he
elbow,
was healthy, you would not re-aggravate something that was injured.
but
If he's
it's not
healthy, that doesn't
re-aggravated.
happen, right?
He didn't dislocate it again.
He didn't,
He didn't.
but he
He
felt
didn't
something, and
dislocate
they
it
felt that
again.
it was bad
Obviously, yeah.
enough for them
He
to pull him out. Yeah, and he hung up on us. You hung up on us, Juan. I get it, bro. You don't want to argue. It's fine. He left because he doesn't want to. He don't want none of this beef. His phone died. Let's see what happened to Juan. Juan believes that Jaden Daniels, best player for the Washington Commanders, should play. That's his belief. He believes that he's healthy. He needs the experience. I am of the belief, like many others, that you should sit him down. The season's over. It's not probably. It's over. It's over, 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 super mega over. There's no reason to play anymore. Let the guy rest, get 100% healthy, and then next year we go super hard. And I'm sure he's gonna be more than ready. I think he's gonna be all in. He's gonna have that chip on his shoulder. He's gonna want to play every single game. But right now, for me, there's no real reason to play him. For what? But that's my opinion, of course. He didn't answer you. He didn't answer you. Yeah, Dixie, he did not answer. Is JD going to play against the Cowboys to make it a true rival game? Gabriel, we do not know that. We do not know if he's going to play. Honestly, it's up in the air. They haven't said he's not going to play. I think tomorrow, Wednesday, is when we find out a lot, because that's when the team has the first open practice for the media, where a lot of the colleagues like JP Finley, who was in here for a couple of minutes, he gets to go in, ask questions, and we have a clear picture of what's going to happen moving forward. Right now, yeah, there's a very divided fan base. Half believes he should play because the experience is necessary, and then the other half believes he should be sitting. Juan, where did you go, bro? What is happening with your signal, man? You left me hanging over here asking me to do a live, and he just bounces. So yeah, we have another comment here. Not right now. Just wait for next season. I agree. I think you wait for next season. Why risk it? Why put him in a bad situation? Juan did make a good point. The offensive line has been pretty solid. You have right. You have a couple of guys who have been pretty good in their positions. Laramie Tunsil, Connerly, who's the rookie, one on the left side, one on the right side. And I think they've been pretty solid guys. Sam Cosmi is back. It's tough. It's a tough decision to make, but some of the weapons offensively have not been there. No wide receivers still recently, right? Terry McLaurin came back. I think a lot of us were wondering if he was going to come back. He is back. The question is, do we risk Jaden Daniels? We don't know. We don't know. We're not the coaches. This is practically opinions. So tomorrow, I think we're gonna have an idea whether he plays or whether he's done for the season. Juan, I don't know what happened to you. I see you trying to log back in. Something's wrong with your signal, man. That is the big question we have in our hands. Juan, if you were not going to be in this conversation, why don't I just make this myself, remove you for now, and see if you come back? Wow, that's a very, very close. There we go. I like that one better. Man, that's the big question. Jaden Daniels, will he play? Will he not play? Should he play? We were trying to ask you guys, what do you feel? What do you think? Should they risk the fact that Jaden Daniels has not been 100% all season? A lot of injuries, a lot of missed games. There's a lot of, I guess there's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear that Jaden Daniels goes through the same thing that RG3 went through when he was here. I agree. JD needs to get 100% healthy. JD is playing with heart and less than 100% healthy. I believe that is exactly the thing here. He's not healthy. I think he's not. Well, he's healthy, but he's not 100%. We don't know that for a fact. We're speculating. So just FYI, don't go out there and say Moises said blah blah blah. That's the reality. I feel that Jaden is still not 100%. He might be 80%, 85%, but I'm not sure if he's 100. Juan is back. Juan, you're back, bro. Come on, Jack.
My bad, my bad. You know, family duties, family
Bro, come
duties.
on, Jack. You over here hanging, bro.
Had to go out in the cold and get my daughter from the car. She fell asleep.
Man, this guy just hung up on us. He just left the phone
No, no,
call.
no, no, not que ver, not que ver. All
Hey,
right,
so
so
the
where were
people,
we at?
the people are saying the people think that if he's not 100% and he shouldn't play.
But the doctors have said that there's no long-term risk with his injury right now, with his elbow.
So does that mean he's 100%? That's the question. My thing from the
Who
beginning was
who's 100% right now? Who's 100% right now?
for the Commanders,
Anyone for any team in NFL. What's 100%?
100% clear of his
How,
injury.
how
Like
can
I,
you become
you-
how can you become a better quarterback being in and out of the lineup? In and out, in and out, in and out, pick and choose, pick and choose. I don't see how you become a better quarterback like that.
yeah, you're right. Like I said, I'll go back to my first point. It's been a very strange season for the Commanders. It has not been the season any of us expected. I expected the Commanders to be in the playoffs, but at the end of the day, if you don't have all your players for your quarterback, the roster you put together for your quarterback that includes running backs, that includes wide receivers, that includes tight ends. You have less weapons to throw to. So I think that's one of the
So
points to
this is
consider, right?
so this is something que hemos estado hablando desde like Madrid, right? We've been talking about it since Madrid. The debate was going to come eventually. Hopefully, we were hoping that they would win the game in Madrid, the game against the Broncos, and then the obvious answer is he has to play because they're still in contention, right? Right
Hmm.
now, they're officially eliminated from the playoffs, right? You know, y con punto de exclamación, how Minnesota basically manhandled them on Sunday. But
Yeah,
now it's time to analyze your team going into next season. And part of the of the analyzing is what do you have at QB? Do you feel like he's put enough, deposits in the bank from his rookie season to just say, all right, you'll start fresh in September of 2026? Is that what you feel? Then you'll be okay. Because then if you're speaking like this, then you don't want him to play preseason, right? Because it's a game that you don't want him to risk.
tough
So
scenario.
his first NFL action is gonna be 9 months from now, and inconsistently in and out of the lineup all this season. So he really hasn't been consistently in the lineup for almost 2 seasons by the time next year rolls around.
No, I think last season we can't count last season because last season they were solid. He was one of the best players in the league. He was in contention for MVP. I mean, he was not going to win it, but he was up there. He was named a couple of times as part of that list that had the players' favorite to win that award. Um, I don't count last season and this season health wise. I think this season has been ridiculous for the Washington Commanders. Ridiculous. When we talk about the injuries, this team has seen Austin Eckler, Dorrance Armstrong, Will Harris, who was out for most of the season, Terry McLaurin, who didn't participate in training camp, got hurt. Who else? Now we have Zach Ertz. It's just an incredible number. Marshawn Lattimore. Well, who else? McCaffrey.
I mean, you got
Season-ending injuries.
and you have also the rookie Trey Amos también, right?
Trey
You know,
Amos. So I just think when it comes to
Dietrich Wise.
Dietrich Wise, when it comes to just analyzing the season and looking at everything that's happened, do I want to risk him? Do I want to make sure that he's good to go moving forward? Is it worth risking him? And is he telling us that he's good 100% to go and he's really not? I
No,
think Jaden Daniels is a competitor. He's going to want to play every single game, no matter
but
what, even if he's not
this is
100%.
this is different than RG3. I know todos estamos traumados. We're traumatized by the RG3 stuff. RG3 made dumb, reckless football moves. I don't think Jaden is reckless, right? He does run a lot. He does scramble a lot. For the most part, you saw it in this game. I'm not sure if you saw the replay. There's times that he ran out of bounds. We haven't seen him run out of bounds ever. He tried to play it safe sometimes. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, that injury of him running back. Why was he running? He knew he wasn't going to catch the guy, and he got tossed. I mean, that's his frame, right? Hopefully he learns from that. But also, he was gonna get killed if they said, "Oh, you ain't run back for your own interception."
I don't know if it's A7. It might be Andanaf. Not sure how you pronounce your name, bro. Sorry. Write it on the text on the messages so I can read it. He says, "No, man, we are like 3-10. We don't need him to play anymore because that means more future injuries."
So then there it is. There it is. That means that you don't trust him to stay healthy, which
Yeah,
means in
probably.
the long run, in 2026, in 2027, in 2028, we're gonna be thinking about the same thing. This guy cannot stay healthy. That
I
means you
think I
made the
think
wrong
there's two
choice.
different points here. There's two different points here. I don't think that people do not trust him to get injured because it's Jaden Daniels. I think what people are saying, they're concerned or traumatized about what the team has done, the way they've managed other players historically, and that's why the RG3 example comes forward every single time because the team also didn't handle that correctly. RG3 has gone, he's come out and said it himself. I should have never played. They should have told me to stay back, but as a player, he wanted to be out there. So I believe that that's something that people have in the back of their head. They remember that, and with social media, it comes up every other week.
Do you believe him, RG3?
I do believe him. It's not that I
Okay.
don't believe him. I saw it. I was there. We all knew he shouldn't have been playing, but he played. How? I don't know. He had a knee brace. The next season, he was slow. He was still out there.
Why do you think RG3, and he's never gonna admit it, why do you think RG3 was so intent on all in for week one?
Yeah, because I'm sure that he knew that. Well, one, the Commanders. This is a different conversation, but the Commanders drafted another quarterback in the same draft year, right? Kirk Cousins. So he
Exactly.
knew that you had
Exactly.
somebody in your
Who who do,
tail.
who
You
do,
had
who
to.
do, who does JD5 have to worry about? Hartman?
I don't know. No, Jaden Daniels doesn't have to worry about anybody. I don't
Exactly.
think
Which is
he has to
why
worry about himself. Make sure
exactly
that he's
why
good to
there's
go.
no there's no pressure from the organization or from him to rush back unless he's healthy, which he is healthy.
It sounds like Juan wants JD5 to prove himself this season. Is that right, Juan? You want him to prove himself? This is what you're pushing?
I want him to not have a horrible year that he's had so far this season. Yeah.
What can he do different this year that's gonna change your mind? Is he gonna go out there the last couple of games and he's gonna ball out? Is that what you think is
I
gonna
want I
happen?
don't want I don't want him to ball out. We said it in the Seattle game. He is uncomfortable in the pocket. He leaves clean pockets because he's so, you know, itchy to run sometimes out of the pocket and look for scrambling yards because he didn't trust his receivers then. He didn't trust the receiving core that he had at that point in time. So I want to see how he reacts to having his receivers back, his playmakers back with him and see how he plays. I'm not asking him to be the JD5 of 2024, right? But at least be going in the positive, the right direction, which is what I'm sure he wants too. And the coaching staff wants to see it as well.
I guess tomorrow we're gonna find out whether he plays or not, right? Tomorrow's
I
the
mean,
big day.
who knows? Who knows? I mean, with Dan Quinn, he likes to take it all the way till Friday sometimes. But I think they're gonna announce he's gonna play, and they're
I
gonna
mean,
get killed for it.
based
They're gonna
on based on your comment, coach can do that because if you're saying they're gonna wait, that means something's not right. If he's healthy, he's gonna train with the starters tomorrow, Wednesday. He's gonna be announced as a starter. He's good to go. Nothing happened. It was a precautionary move. He's playing on Sunday against the Giants. But if he's not healthy, or if they think something's not 100% right from that previous injury, and he hold them till Friday, that tells me, hey, we still have our doubts on whether he can play or not. At this
so
point, we don't
the,
know, but they already know if he's playing or not.
the
That's a fact.
the thing about his injury, his dislocated elbow, it wasn't a broken elbow. It wasn't a broken arm, which is different, right? You can't really play until it's fully healed. When you dislocate something, it just has to be put back into place, which it was 5 weeks ago, right? So for him to fall on that elbow as hard as he did, as hard as he fell on that elbow on Sunday, and for him to still be clear, like, oh, no damage, nothing, that means that it's healed. It's just a pain tolerance thing right now, right?
Yeah.
And if you see that series that he threw that interception, that whole series, I think he got hit like maybe 4 or 5 plays before, and he's trying to adjust his elbow pad because it got moved around, and he's trying to adjust it because he's uncomfortable with it. I'm sure it's a pain thing, right? So
Yeah.
it's not a knee injury which you can make it worse by playing, right? A knee injury, if you had a sprained knee, a sprained ankle, if you're playing on that, take him out because that can be worse. That's definitely going to be, bad for you because you're playing on something that can get worse. This elbow, it can't get worse unless he, dislocates it again, which okay, he'll be back in next month, 2 months from now. But he's a football player. He has to play football.
Play the man. Play the man. We're gonna find
I
out
can't, I
tomorrow,
can't,
man.
I can't see, I can't see the comments. I don't know if anyone agrees with me or if it's all people who just want him to sit out.
Yeah, I think
The
most
see,
people most people disagree with you. I'll tell you that much. You can go in
you
the
still
comments
have
yourself.
4 games left. You still have 4 games left. 4 division games. I mean, those are important games. Those are important reps. You're gonna see these teams again next season, for the most part, right?
Yeah.
So everyone would just rather see him come in cold next September. Run it back.
Here's an interesting comment. I think Mariota should just start and let JD play versus the Eagles for big competition. And his name is Andy, by the way.
Nah, man. I mean, I don't know. To me, unless they're not telling us the whole thing, like you said, unless it really is that he did bang it up worse than what it is,
I
he's got
trust
to
Dan
play.
Quinn. I'll go out on a limb and say that much. I trust Dan Quinn. I think that he's a great coach. Terrible year. You can't control injuries. Injuries do affect the game. I know that the mantra in sports is always next man up. Bro, you have starters for a reason. People are named starters for a freaking reason. It's not because we have huge depth, because going into the season, we knew the Commanders did not have depth. That was one of their Achilles tendons, right? So I know that injuries have played against the Washington Commanders. Dan Quinn has been a good coach so far. We have to give him grace. I think this year injuries have really, really told the story. Next year, it will be a different conversation for sure.
So next year, no pressure. JD5 come back. After an injury-ridden season, ball out the first month, or else your head coach is gonna be on the hot seat.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it could be. I mean, I don't want to talk about that right now, bro. You trying to get me in trouble, bro? I'm not talking about no hot seat. I mean, let's go, Coach Dan Quinn. We'll see what happens. Um, we have a couple of games left. I think the Commanders. This is a tricky conversation too, man, because then you're in the position where the season's over. You're not making the playoffs. Now you're in position to have a high draft pick. And I know that no athlete ever wants to talk about tanking. That's not in their mind. They want
Here
to
we
win.
go. Oh, so
No,
you're
no,
a
no, no, no.
tanker then. You're a tanker
No, I'm not
then.
a tanker, but then I also have to think like choosing second or choosing sixth.
I
What do we
mean,
need? What do we need right
with
now?
with
We need
with with
hey, we need a tight end. We need a tight end, buddy.
I think if you go to the top three, what Peters will do is most likely trade down to get more picks because we don't have a second round pick.
There you go. Yeah, that's true.
So, I mean, todo eso va a venir at the natural time whenever that happens, right? But right now, I'm sure coaching staff, players, even Peters, who's thinking about the future, they just need a win, a win.
Er- Ernesto, I started him in fantasy. Sorry, bro.
I mean, that's on you though. He's coming back from injury against
Dixie says, okay,
against Minnesota's defense.
Hey, Dixie says, okay, me convenciste solo por llevarle la contraria a Moisés. Dang. Thank you for the support.
Damn,
I think they should just let JD rest the rest of the season.
he's been resting all season.
He's been resting, man. It's been a tough year. It's been a rough year. Honestly, I did not expect us to be here having this conversation.
How
And when
does
we
the
come in
quarterback?
with
How does the
14,
quarterback get better? How does the quarterback get better on the field or in the booth?
how does he get better? No, obviously he's gonna get better playing the games.
Right. So
I'm not against him
look,
playing.
we
Wait,
had
I am
we
not. I've
had.
never let's for clarity purposes, I am not against him playing. I
You
don't
just
care
said
if the
to sit him
season's
out.
over.
You just said to
Yeah,
sit him
I
out.
am against him playing if he's not 100%. You're
Nobody's
100% because you're
100%.
thinking that's your argument. You're saying, but I'm not talking about 100% because the season is grueling and long. I'm talking about this guy's been injured 3 times this season. Has he fully healed enough to be playing to be on the field? I don't know that. You don't know that. There's 2 people, well, 3 people that know that. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn, and the medical staff. They know that. And if they put him on the field, I'm gonna assume he's ready to go. Let's go. I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna back you up 100%. But if
But the
something
only thing
happens to
is,
him,
the only
if
thing is
something
that
happens
I
to
don't
him,
think I don't think that there was this enormous pressure to fabricate like, oh, he's back for sure 100%. I think they waited the time necessary for his elbow to heal. You know what I mean? He got
hey,
hurt this last
hey,
he hurt his elbow this last week on the same injury.
hey, bro, hold on, timeout, timeout. We have the man, the myth, the legend himself, my dog, one of the best Salvadoran play-by-play announcers this lifetime has ever allowed us to listen to, Mr. Don Gol, Jose Hernandez. Jose, you know that I love you, man. You represent us well. I tell you all the time, but do not mess with my Lakers, brother. Lakers all day, bro. Kobe Bryant. Me está diciendo, dice Don Jose, get a better sweater, Mo. Come on,
Uh,
Jose. Don't mess with me
damn,
like that, bro.
damn.
Don Gol, man. Throw him some flowers, bro. Jose Hernandez. He's been representing us for the past 20 years. I look up to Jose a
Nice.
lot as a play-by-play announcer. He knows it. I've told him myself. I have a lot of respect for him. He's one of my top ever relatores salvadoreños in the history. If you don't know Jose Hernandez, you're not Salvadoran, bro. I'm sorry to tell you.
Saludos, saludos, Jose. Hey, you should be
Don
happy,
Gol.
Moises.
Why?
Dodgers picked up a closer today.
Yeah, bro. Hey, the
How do
Dodgers,
y'all do it, man?
we're going back to back to back, bro.
Meanwhile, the Nationals said that they pretty much got the afición ready that they ain't gonna spend again this year.
Los Nationals son un caso perdido. I'm sorry to
Do
tell
you
you.
know? I think their payroll is around like $50 million a year.
The Nationals?
Yeah. Do
They're
you know
playing
how much of
Moneyball.
it? Do you
They're
know how
playing
much?
Moneyball.
Do you know how much of it is active payroll of players who are still active on the team?
20%.
It's like
It's all
15 million. It's like 15 million, bro. Compared to
that
300 million que están gastando los Dodgers. Oh, come on, man.
le están pagando todavía. ¿Cómo se llamaba? Steven Strasburg.
Strauss, Strauss.
Strasburg
I
is still
think
getting paid.
even Max still might be getting paid too.
That is crazy, man. Yeah, man, it's crazy. It sucks, honestly. I know a lot of people that know me that know that we do the games for the Commanders reached out, man. You guys are gonna be great, man. You guys are gonna be good, man. You guys are gonna be competing for the season for the division this year. It hasn't been the season, bro. It has not been the season, and it sucks to say, but I do believe if you're a fan of any team, it doesn't matter what team you root for, you have to ride or die with your team, man. There's no other way. You can't be jumping off the train now because next season, if they're better, you're gonna be back. You're gonna be back on that train like everybody else.
But they want to see Mariota.
I think it's just the fear, man. To be honest with you, it's not even about sit them out because they're traumatized. Remember, this fan base has not enjoyed a lot of good moments. Last
Okay,
year was the first good
pero como
moment for
como
this fan
como te
base.
digo, if you're scared of him getting hurt and him not having the ability to stay healthy, then that means that we picked the wrong guy. Because
I
that
don't
was
think
his
I don't think we picked the wrong guy.
that was his not coming out of college was he's gonna get killed in the league for his slight frame and he was always getting hit. It means you're falling right into the trap that's you're gonna always think of him like that.
Okay,
No. He stayed healthy 20 games last year. He played 20 games last season. He can stay healthy. Obviously, there's injuries in football, right? Ahora, si se lesiona, fue un freak injury right now en estos últimos dos partidos que, we didn't have nothing on the line. Of course, bring with it what you want. Pero it's still part of football is you have to be getting better whenever you're playing in your season. And also the other thing is there's only 17 games a season, right? It's not like basketball where you have 82, baseball 160 something. These games mean a lot more. The more games you miss in football it actually means like, four times, eight times as much in any other sport. In soccer, también, ¿me entiendes?
so I was trying to look for this stat that I read earlier in the season because one of the things that I remember reading because you said something. You said this O line has been performing at a high level, but if I'm not mistaken, this season Jaden Daniels is among the quarterbacks that has taken the most amount of hits, and that's also one thing that has to be addressed.
But that includes him leaving the pocket though, not in the
It
pocket.
does, it does. So how do you fix that, right? Can we fix that in one game? How do you fix the fact that he's taking the most amount of hits would make him more open to injuries?
What do we
He's
say? What do we say? What do we say when Mariota's in the game? Is that he gives his receivers more chances because he gets rid of the ball faster.
he's been
Obviously, he throw he throws he throws more
Mariota.
picks than Daniels. He throws more picks than
Yeah,
Daniels, but that's one
Mariota
of the
has been
reasons
performing better with the offense. I think there's no
he
doubt about
doesn't get
that.
hit as much. He doesn't get hit as much as Daniels because Daniels leaves the pockets to run more than Mariota. That's what we need him to learn on the job. He can't learn that in the classroom. He needs to learn it on the job. The
Yeah, perhaps.
VR, the VR stuff that he does, I'm sure he's still doing that VR stuff.
You
It
think
doesn't teach you to
you think he's
get
still
hit.
doing it? I don't know if he's still doing it, man. I haven't seen
Why?
any of that lately.
I mean, people ain't gonna hype the story up when you're 3-10, but when you're 12-5, people are gonna hype that up.
I was trying to look for this stat, man, just of him getting hit a lot more this season than in year number one. I think those are some of the things that have to
And
be
I wasn't
addressed.
saying I wasn't saying that the O line has been performing at top level because you know that they went to transition with Sam Cosmi. It took a while for Cosmi to get up to speed, right? To come back
Yeah,
to gel with Connerly. The Green Bay game was exactly like the Minnesota game, where Jaden was just running for his life, right? That's where this all started, right? Opened the season against the Giants. You saw a little bit of rust with him and McLaurin in that game. They couldn't connect on that long bomb, but we thought it was just gonna be all right. They're gonna get better as time went on, and then by the time the second game finished, when they were bamboozled by the Packers, basically, the defense shut them down. Everyone wrote the book. We know we figured out Jaden Daniels. The league caught up to Jaden Daniels. And no, I think they just took advantage of an O line that was just starting to gel with Connerly on the right side, right? You didn't know who your right guard was at that point either. Your left guard, it wasn't Chris Paul. It was Coleman, right? And then Coleman eventually got benched.
yeah.
So
It's also the sophomore slump, whether we want to admit it or not. He's been slumping this season, so
I
that's
think that when Kurt Warner came out and said that he's been playing bad, that he was too hesitant, that it was not the JD5 of 2024. He just doesn't trust his receivers when it's not McLaurin, down there, when it's not Ertz down there. So, and we saw it in that Seattle game, is that he had chances to go deep and he would never do it because he has to make sure that that receiver is wide open unless it's Terry.
true.
Pero
Yeah, I think the next 4 weeks are gonna be telling because we've talked about this off camera. The fact that you have three very difficult games against two teams that are, well, one of them is definitely in the playoff hunt, probably going to win the division, and the other one is right there on the bubble, trying to get
I
in
mean, if you
a week
lose
from
this
now.
game to the Giants this week, then you're going to last place in the division, bro. Is that something? Is your pride? Are you gonna put pride, um, you know, out there on the field? Because this last effort on Sunday on defense, and that's another thing too. That Jaden Daniels, that first drive he had against Minnesota was a great drive. It ended with fourth and goal at the goal line. They couldn't convert. And then by the next time he's on the field, he's already down 2 touchdowns. He's pressing already. He's pressing to he make a play because he's down 14-0 already. The same thing happened with Seattle, right? How fast were they down 21-0 against
Yeah,
Seattle?
yeah, yeah, man. It's gonna be tough. Looking at the playoff picture right now, just NFC where the Commanders are at, right? The NFC conference. Rams number one, Packers number two, Eagles number three, Buccaneers number four, Seahawks number five, 49ers number six, the Bears number seven, freaking Bears. But the NFC,
They dropped from first to seven. They were first entering this
yeah,
week.
yeah,
Damn, they're about to get out. The
the
Lions are
the
right
the
behind them,
freaking
right?
NFC West, bro. The NFC West has three teams. The Rams, 10-3.
So look at
The
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 49ers,
Seahawks,
though. The 49ers had an
Seahawks 10 and
injury-filled
3.
year. The 49ers had
49ers
an
9 and
injury-filled
4.
year. They've had an easier schedule, right? But 49ers had a bunch of injuries, but obviously they kept Christian McCaffrey, which is like having two-star players, basically.
The Bears would
Is he?
have to lose out for the Cowboys to make it. It looks very tough. I don't think the Cowboys are gonna make it to the playoffs.
I mean,
The
the
Lions
Eagles
might make
might.
it.
No, the Lions are right there. They have a game against the Bears at the end of the season too.
Yeah, they're on the bubble right now. On the other side, on the other side, the Broncos, 11-2. They have the best, well, one of the best
Should be
records.
should be 10-3.
They should be 10-3. Washington should have won that game. The Patriots, 11-2. Jaguars, bro. The Jaguars are 9-4. Are you serious?
That's gonna be the true test, Moises. The true test of whether these guys are as good as Jaden, Drake, Nix, and Caleb. is if they can win 2 playoff games. If they can win 2 playoff games, pues sí. You know, me convencí.
Steelers 7-6. The Chargers, who we beat. The last game we freaking won was against the Chargers. They're 9-4. The Bills 9-4. Texans 8-5. On the bubble, the Colts, the Ravens, the Chiefs are out.
I mean, I should warm up my arm, man. I can still play. Philip Rivers coming back at 44 years old, bro.
Man, it's wild, bro. It's wild. It's wild.
All right, pues. Entonces, in conclusion, J5
Andy
plays
said
this week or no?
he's gonna play. Yeah, he's gonna play.
I think he's gonna play.
No, he's gonna play.
Now,
Here's a
if he
question
gets a
for you.
free, yeah.
Oh, Porky says the Raiders. Bro, the Raiders suck, bro. I'm sorry to tell you, bro. You guys
Raiders
suck.
might beat the Eagles though on Sunday.
They could, but they suck, bro. You're embarrassing. Hey,
No
Andy, I
hables.
know this
No
is not football
hables.
related, but what do you think about DC United? What should they do about since Benteke left?
I don't even know the MLS rules. I know that Inter Miami breaks all the rules, so I don't know if DC United is allowed to
Damn.
do all those things.
Ooh, no comment, bro. No comment, because I be calling games for MLS. You ain't gonna
My
get me with
bad.
that one,
My
bro.
bad. My bad. My bad.
Hey,
Nah,
no
I mean,
comment, bro.
it's
Um,
like the Nationals. Do they have enough spending power here in the front
no, no,
office
no,
of
no.
DC United?
It's a little different. So I'm gonna answer that really quick for Andy. The thing about Benteke is a great player, but he's also 35 years old. So it's time to get younger. And you're not gonna spend big money on a player like Benteke if your team's not gonna be great. So either Benteke takes a pay cut. I'm not sure if that's what happened. I know that they were gonna try to renegotiate his contract, but it was not gonna be as a DP, which is a designated player slot. Um, if not, they're gonna have to go out there and look for a player to contribute, sell tickets because Benteke is a beast and he scores goals. I hope he stays and they come to an agreement. If not, I'm sure there's gonna be other teams that are gonna be interested in signing a player of Benteke's caliber. Back to football, Ernesto. Sam Darnold is gonna choke in the playoffs, same as last year when he was with the Vikings. So he says
Now he's got a
the
better team
Seahawks,
though. He's got a
the
better team
Seahawks
this
don't
year.
have an opportunity.
No, he's got a better team this year.
Yeah, I
The
agree. I
defense, the
think
defense is it might carry him, but he's got a better chance this season. We'll
Yeah,
see.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I'm gonna be honest with you, Juan. I want the Eagles to lose. I want the Eagles to lose.
We're in control of that.
I want the Eagles to lose in the playoffs. I don't care if they make it to the playoffs. I want
Oh,
them to lose. I want the 49ers to lose really bad. I hate the 49ers.
man,
Certified hater. Hate the
that's your
49ers.
personal vendetta coming out.
I
That's
want the
bad.
Cowboys to lose too, just because I want the people that are from the DNV that root for the Cowboys to be just as miserable. So I'm rooting for them to lose. I want the Seahawks to lose. Up until very recently, I had said that I would root for the Seahawks. Not anymore. I want them to choke
So
like
obviously you're a LA boy. You want the Rams, then this is just
heck
obvious.
yeah, bro. Hey, you
It's
know what I'm about. Hey,
obvious.
let me go get where's my bro, bro. Let's go Rams.
Dude, that is primero sácale el polvo a esa gorra que it looks like it's a little bit old. You haven't worn it since they were in
Yeah, I
St.
have not.
Louis.
I have
You
not.
haven't worn it since
I
they
do
were in
work
St.
for the
Louis.
Commanders. The Commanders are my team. Not gonna lie. But my boy Troy Santiago works for the Rams. He's the play-by-play guy. I'm gonna root for the Rams. So Rams, I hope you shock everybody and you win the Super Bowl again. Because I love Sean McVay. That's my boy. Um, so if I have to
I either
choose,
want Green Bay or the Rams. Green Bay or the Rams in the NFC versus Buffalo
you know who I would
or
want for real is like if the Rams don't win, I would want the Buffalo Bills to win. Yeah, I think they deserve it, man. They've had great teams. Unfortunately, they ran into Patrick Mahomes. So if it's not the Rams, I'm going for the Rams as of now. officially Rams bandwagon. But if it's
Man,
not the Rams, I'm going with the Buffalo Bills. Forget the 49ers, forget the Seahawks, forget the Cowboys. They're not making
you
it
don't
anyways.
you don't think Kyle gets it on his third chance?
Nah. Chugmaster.
Hater.
I am a hater. At
I
least
want
I
y'all to
admit
take a
it.
picture right now. Just right now. Look at right now. I got Commander stuff. He's got Ram stuff. Just let him know. Just take a screenshot, people.
Hey, it's fine. It's fine, bro. I have a right. Um, what team do you like? Davila. So I'm a Commanders fan, man. Like somebody asked, what team do I like? I'm OLA. I mean, that's my city. I rep it hard. And I grew up a Lakers fan, a Galaxy fan, a Dodgers fan. There was never a football team, so you would you bandwagon.
People ask me all the time is how come you're not a Ravens fan? Like, bro, it's it's not my team. Like they're just right there. I live in Laurel. I live like 20 minutes away, but it's not. I
Oh,
don't. It's not. It's just not there. I'll
yeah,
have
the
mutual
Ravens.
respect. I'll have respect for them. I have respect for the organization that they do a good job. But
I agree. I think the Ravens do a great job, but I will never root for the Ravens. Hell no. Hell no. No, no, no. What's the name of that song? Hell no. To the na. Never.
all right,
Bro, you
man.
know what?
It's time.
I'm a hater face. I become like a big hater, bro. I'm not gonna lie. You know who else I hate? I don't even have to say
Are
his
you are
name.
you gonna are you gonna mention the little rivalry you got with Explosive right now?
Yeah, no, he's been nah, I
But that
can't
was your
because
fault, bro. That was
it
your
is my
fault,
fault.
man.
And I've taken that L graciously. DJ Explosive, they started their season bad and he said something and then I was feeling very confident. And then I said, we don't have time for a 1-4 team. And then we never won again. So, and then he just week after week, he was roasting me in DMs. Week after week, he was sending me stuff. And then I'm like, all right, bro, like there's nothing I can say. Yeah, you win. You win this battle. There's
If
nothing
you
I
would
can
have
say. Like,
seen if you would have seen Moises' face in Madrid when he got that text from Explosive, like, hey, y'all lost again. Like,
it's like double the pain. Broncos all the way. Nah, Andy, stop it, bro. Patriots all the way. Andy, go to sleep, bro. What's wrong with you, man? Patriots. If you root for the Patriots and you're not from New England, you're the biggest bandwagon
he
freaking
was gonna say
hopper
something else. He was gonna say something else, but he said his bandwagon.
rider,
He kept it. He kept it a
rider,
bandwagon.
bandwagon, rider. Fill in the blank.
All right, all right.
If you root for the freaking Patriots and you're not from New England, you're like somebody who I'm not gonna name who roots for the Cowboys, the Yankees, and the Lakers.
Damn. Who's that? And
I don't
Barcelona.
know. In Barcelona. Oh man, bro. Noé's laughing, bro, because he knows what I'm saying is true. Bro, I've become the biggest hater. And you know what? I'm at that point of my life where I don't care, man. I worked in TV, local TV for 13 years, and I always had to like bite my tongue. I could never really say what I wanted to say or felt. Things have changed, I'll tell you that much. And now I'm just like, you know what? This is who I am, bro. Like honestly, the past couple of weeks for me have been about this is who I am. This is what I think about when I'm talking about sports. You can like me or you can hate me. I don't give a damn anymore. I'm officially a public hater, bro. I hate Real Madrid. Saying that because I just want to say it to your face. Exactly. I I hate Real Madrid. You can't see my thing, my little scarf wall. So
Hey, you know how they've been they todo estos memes, all these memes of las islas caribeñas de CONCACAF que van al masacre básicamente. And most of the people was sharing that is nosotros centroamericanos. We would have been in the same masacre too. We would have been in the same situation,
bro,
bro.
the only reason I don't say the only talking about soccer, The only reason I don't say I hate La Selecta is because we're Salvadoran, bro. Or else I would say the same thing. I freaking hate La Selecta, but I can't because I love them, although they cost me nothing but pain.
2030, bro.
Nah, I
2030. No
honestly,
sé si vamos, no sé si
I
vamos a ir a
officially
no sé si vamos a ir a Argentina, Portugal,
no,
Uruguay. I don't know
no,
where we're gonna go.
nada, nada, nah.
Va a ir a ver la Selecta en el Bernabéu. Mark my words. Va a ir a ver la Selecta en el Bernabéu.
Damn, bro. Hey, Andy, bro. Hey, Andy, I'm about to block you, brother. I'm about to you're coming foul at me, bro. Hey, you know what this guy just told me, bro? He goes, bro, I seen you on TV since I was a little kid, and now I'm 18 now. Damn, that sucks. What does that mean? Like, how old were you when you started seeing me on TV? He's probably gonna be like, I was like 10 years old. Bet.
Dude, it's like the other day when we were at my birthday and that DJ came up to me. I remember when he was a little kid, he was just sneak into the clubs, and now he's a grown ass adult, man. Come
Hey,
and dap me
funny
up.
story. Funny story here. So I go. Juan invited me to his birthday. He goes, hey, I'm gonna have a little gathering, and I said, cool, bro. He's like, come through. First, this guy sends me the address. This thing is in freaking Gatorsburg, bro. I live in freaking Virginia. It's like an hour trek, and
Germantown.
I'm like, I said, you know what? It's my brother Juan. I'm gonna go out there just to show him some love. It's nothing big. It's gonna be a little gathering. His family's gonna be there. I like his family. They're all cool. I show up and I'm like, Gatorsburg, man, this is far. This is really far. So I get off my car. As soon as I get off my car, all I can hear is boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, what the? Did I come to a club? I walk in. It's it's not a club, but there's a lot of music. There's a lot of music. And I'm like, what the heck? And Juan's like, oh, it's just something very chill. So I'm like, all right, cool. We're talking. We're just hanging out. And then the DJ comes up to Juan and he goes like, "What's up, bro? I used to see you when I was a little boy." And I'm like, damn, bro, you officially old on your birthday.
Yeah, man.
You officially old, man.
Old head.
Wild times, bro. Wild times.
Not as old as the NFL quarterback Rivers.
Damn. Now, hey, bro, I'm gonna end this live, bro. Here comes Ernesto. I seen you since I was in high school, bro. Another one, bro. Damn. Hey,
That's
thank
what
you
it
for
is.
watching, man. I appreciate the love.
But I
Oof, that
am
would
gonna
be
end this
magical.
live. I gotta go up and eat. Hopefully, JD5 tomorrow.
I gotta wake up at like 4 in the morning because I'm going to New York City.
Oh, okay. Está bueno, está bueno.
Voy a ir a la conferencia de prensa de Teófimo López versus Shakur Stevenson. I know you don't like boxing, bro, but
It's not that I don't like it, I don't follow it. Like if you were to come to my house on a Saturday and say, "Hey, there's a boxing match," I would watch it with you. I just don't wouldn't know what's going on.
freaking Ernesto. Oh, Ernesto, I confused you, bro. Yeah. Ernesto and I went to high school together, so I don't feel as bad.
Oh, so he's
Um,
an old head like you too.
yeah, he's old. Porky says, "Hey, I seen you when you were in middle school." Yeah, Porky's one of my dudes, bro. Porky, like he knows. We used to get down with everybody on the block, bro. I used to fight with everybody, and these guys always had my back. Porky and his cousin Shorty and his brother Bobby. We were menaces to
Hold
the
on,
to
you
the
call
streets of
someone else
California.
shorty?
Yeah, yeah, like that's his nickname,
Oh,
Shorty.
okay.
His nickname is Shorty. And then you have Porky, and then you have Bobby. Bobby's like he would be
Hey,
Chino.
next week, speaking about shorty, next week we'll tell everybody. We'll pull back the layers of the onions a little bit on our trip to Madrid when the commissioner of the NFL told Moises he could play in the NFL if he wanted to,
Yeah, right.
if he was
You were
really
shocking me
dedicated.
up, bro. Hey,
That's what he
so
told you, bro. That's what he told you, man.
Moises, Dodgers baby, Edwin Diaz. What do you think about that? About time we got a good freaking closer, right? That's great. That's what Juan was talking about earlier. Yeah, man. I think that's awesome. I think the Dodgers are the team to beat again. I mean, they have the money. It sucks. A lot of people say, how do the Dodgers do it? Well, the Dodgers happen to spend money when other teams don't want to spend. The thing about baseball is the fact that every freaking team is owned by billionaires. If they don't want to spend, that's a personal choice. The Nationals don't want to spend money, but guess what? They have money. It's a decision to not spend money for
Make
whatever reason.
baseball in DC great again. That's what we need, dog.
Make baseball. MBGA. Make baseball great again.
No, but in DC because it's great everywhere else, just not in DC right now.
Hey, dice, no, because I used to watch, dice, no, because, and then dice, oh, now because of you, I watch the Commanders since you always talk about it. Thank you, Andy. I appreciate you, man. We got to send the Commanders these type of messages that kind of shows that I've been a positive influence in the community. Hey, man, but to be honest, I know you have to go eat. And I know that it's been fun. Honestly, I'm shocked that a lot of people were able to join the call. I think we've been saying that, and that's my fault. We've been saying we're gonna do more of this. We're going to get on this more often. If you see the quality of camera that I'm using right now, Juan, he's still gonna get on game when it comes to that. But that's because I've been putting together a little mini studio so we can do more of this. And my boy Hertz, who I don't think you know Hertz yet. Yeah, you saw him. He helped us with the video last year. Remember on at
Oh
training camp.
yeah. Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
Hertz and I are working together to put a good studio together, so we can have like a home podcast studio that's gonna be coming soon, most likely at the beginning of next year. So we hope that you guys join us. Thank you, all of us, for the love, for the comments, for staying and sticking around. Appreciate all of you. And who else said something before we leave? Cheap owners, the learners need to spend more money. Shout out to all the new LA Star soccer players. Shout out to Porky, Jenny Chu, who's here too, superstar, watching this live with the broadcast team of the Washington Commanders. LA High Romance, Hollywood High, Hollywood High. Cheers. Un abrazo para todos. See you guys from New York City mañana. Peace out. All right, broski. You know what the bad thing about this is?
I think we're still live.
Are we?
Says you're in the show.
No, I think, let me see. You're in the show. I'm gonna end the stream here. I'll